Welcome to this channel. If today is your first time of watching this video, you're welcome to Trading with Sammy, where we share insightful concepts to help traders become profitable in their trading strategy and in their journey as traders. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be diving into understanding when to know how to exit a trade. Now, the market is always your friend until there's a shift, and your ability to be able to spot that shift as a trader is what gives you an edge. Okay, the market is always trending, and we always know that where the money is resting is where the market is actually what moving up to. So we want to be able to trade with what the flow of the market, okay, and the direction of the market to be able to understand what price is doing. So one thing I'm going to be showing you is um a change of character, which is also a break of structure. You can call it a break of structure or a change of character. So let's use a trend line identifying it. Okay, let's use a trend line identifying it. Okay, this was the last one here. Now I needed to notice something, that when price was actually trending downwards, it was touching these trend lines here, touching these trend lines. But all of a sudden, it wasn't coming close to the trend line anymore. But I needed to understand that something was actually going on. It's called the inner trend line. Okay, it was actually happening already before the shift happened. Okay, before the shift happened. Okay, so I'm going to be drawing it from here because this was the last major swing point. Yeah, down here. Now let's zoom closely so you see what I'm saying. Okay, so this is what do we have here. We actually have price touching this swing point here, touching this swing point. And what did we have? We had a change of character here, which was the first one I wanted to mention. That whenever we see a change of character, it actually represents the last other block here. What did price do? It's supposed to close below it, but it actually what went above it, which shows that the market is about to change its character. And then price reversed back to this trend line here, okay, giving us what an entry here to take price up. Now some folks do not like to enter based off of this inner trend line. They like to use the most uh, significant trend line that is most seen from the higher time frame that price has been actually been respected. So price actually broke through it and came back down here, and breakout traders were entering from here up. Now the breakout trading concept is not actually the reason why I want to talk about it in this video. I'm mostly concerned about the market structure shift. Okay, how do we know that the market wants to shift its direction? It's simple. Now there are two things that I like to outline to know when the market wants to shift its structure. The first one is understanding the candle momentum. Now what I mean by momentum is that you will notice that the bearish candles are actually becoming weak. Okay, the body of the bearish candles are actually becoming weak, unlike when the move started. Let's identify them. You see that the bearish candles are strong here, they are strong here. Okay, so as price started coming close to where it wants to reverse, you will notice that the bearish candles start becoming weak. See, this one was rejected, becoming weak, becoming weak. Now see, it became weaker in this point here. Okay, that's one of the things that I like to outline. Okay, the candle momentum are going to be becoming weak. If they were actually strong like this before, if they were actually strong like this before, they are actually going to be reducing in what, in size. Okay, that's the candle price that is telling you that what we're using is what price action, telling you that the market wants to actually what reverse. Now the next one we look out for is the change of character. Like I said, so price gave us a change of character here. Okay, the change of character actually happened here, and it took price downward. Let's check another clear example, so I will show you guys what I'm talking about here. Okay, please, this is the first time of watching this video, would like to subscribe, like, and also hit the section below, the comment section below, in case you have a question you'd like us to give attention to. Okay, Okay, now this one is a little bit different. Let me show you what I mean. Now if you check very well, you see that this candle started here. It started here, it touched here, and here we had the spike up. Now this is another signal that I use in knowing when the market wants to shift. We see a breakout from the trend line. This is the most significant one that I actually will look at for. Remember, the first one I mentioned is I see candlestick becoming weaker. The next one I want to see that there is a break. Okay, there's a break out of what? The trend line. It doesn't happen all the time, but most of the times, if the market is actually giving us that opportunity to see what happened, it tells us that yes, there's another opportunity for us to get involved and start looking for potential what reversal. Now, what did we see? Price broke out of this trend line, which is the first signal. Now take note of this. A market is not going to be breaking out of the trend line and just start booming up like that. It's definitely going to be coming back to the downside. And now one amazing thing we saw here was a change of structure here. Now a clear trend that is actually going downward, it's going to be giving us two things. Two things. One, the first one is a breakout from the trend line, and the second one is a change of character. The change of character actually happened here in the 1 hour time frame. Let's go down lower to 15 minutes time frame to get it clearly, to see the change of character. Okay, see it here. Now how do I know that this is a change of character? It's actually simple, because if the market actually closed below here like it did here from this one here and went downwards, would have said that the market is still what bearish on this trend line. Okay, but here it was what it was doing was actually it came up and closed exactly at this top here, which shows what the change of character here. So we got the move back down and started moving back up. If we should draw a trend line here, we'll see something that happened. See something different that happened. Okay, so guys will be looking forward to selling from here, selling from here. So and got back down and they'll be get stop out. Okay, now something happened here which you have to take note of. This is a double top. Okay, now if we should draw this thing forward, it shows a respect on it. But I need you to understand that the most significant point is that I will be looking at somewhere here. What am I looking at somewhere here? Let me point this out. Here, this other block here. Because this was the last swing low and this one did not go above it. It did not go above it for dropping. So this shows that price is going to be respecting something here. So what did we see happen? So we got it. We got it. So what is this then? So we have seen a change of character. So price actually coming back to this other block here. We got another change of character. So if you miss this first entry, which is an aggressive entry, you had this pullback here for price to come back down here for you to get involved and go up to the upside. So what we are saying is, what we want to see is the price. Let's go back to 1 hour. So in the 1 hour time frame, we want to see price come back to this trend line here. Okay, that's what we want to see happen. I just noticed something, guys. If you look closely, you see that this market actually rested on top these double highs, while in the 15 minutes it was actually going to respect another block in the 15 minutes. So I will always advise you guys to stay with the 1 hour time frame or the higher time frame, higher than that, so you get a clarity to know what price is doing. So what do we see here? We've seen that the momentum of the candles were small, and the next one we want to see price actually come and break out of the zone before retracing back down. Okay, so we've seen the change of character. So I advise guys to actually see the change of character before getting, or wait for the pullback. before getting into the market. Okay, so that's the only thing that I like to point out in this video. If you haven't watched the other video where I talked about how to execute a trend line, the other series of it in this video, you can actually go to the playlist, how to execute a trend line trading strategy. You can actually find it there. And also, if you want to join our community, the link is actually in the description. Thank you.